Okay, this is a little stone step I just finished putting in, and I'm going to show you how I did it, and the other part of the video will be how I repaired some stones underneath the step. Okay, this is a piece of limestone. This is going to be our capstone. It's 2 1/4 inches thick. It's limestone, same stuff they built a cathedral out of. And this is faced the front end, but these sides were cut. So what I'm going to do is face them before I even start to lay my step out. So right here, this is flat. So what we're going to do, use the square it off, and I'm going to go back, oh, maybe a 1/2 inch. And I'm going to face that stone, or some people call it dressing. This is a kind of a flat chisel. Point it here. Get the ends first. I go this side. I get that. And then do this part. And I flip the stone over. Same thing. Can I do this side? That's what we call dressing stone. Okay, basically, anytime I'm building the stone step, I usually lay it out dry. Go over to my house where I have my own little stone yard, and I start looking for stones that I want to go in there. See what I'm saying? I'm planning for my next shot already. I need 5 inches dry. That's good. So I'm going to lay everything out dry and put the stone on top, and then I know exactly what I want to do. Now you're asking why you lay your stone out dry. Well, I might as well do all the work first. See, I kind of dress that stone up a little bit. And then when you put it in, you have a good idea what the step's going to look like. Even the pyramids were pre-made. See? That's what you do. Might as well do all the work here. Maybe a little better that way, whatever. A little piece in here. That. Another piece here. You could always put it on a jack like this. You know, get a thick one and put it on a jack, but I like this style. I'll do this style first. Gives you an idea how your stones. Okay, here's a picture of the stone step before we put it in. Notice how we laid everything out dry. You see? And then we know when we put our step in, everything's going to fit. Okay, what we're doing is we're putting our stone step on. Put a block over there. See the line? I measured out, I measured down. These are the stones I cut before. Now I'm going to do is just cement them in like this. And this mixes, if you go to my video veneer, putting on stone veneer, you'll see how I mix the cement. But this is Portland, 2 sand and 1 bucket of Portland. What I'm doing is just laying these stones like this. I'm using a junk in the back for support for my next stone. Like this. And I'm going. And just following that line. Just like that. I'm filling my joints in. Don't don't matter, we're going to clean it up. You see I put black paper down here. The reason I put black paper down here is when I'm done with it, I'm just going to get a cut and cut it. This is going to stand alone. I'm also going to put black paper in the back because this is on a slab of concrete and this is different. So this is going to move. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do at the end there. That's what the stone steps looks like just before we put the big capstone on. And you could actually leave it like that. All you have to do is make them a little tighter. Go to my other videos and you'll figure it out. Now I'm going to put the capstone on. I'm putting a bit of cement on it. You know pretty much how the height's going to be. I'm going to get my stone because I don't have any help today. I'm going to drag it over. Okay, I got my stone on. What I'm doing is I'm filling up the back of the stone. Like this. See, I'm going in the back of the stone. Gotta fill that in. Like that. And then you get this thing which is called a edger for concrete. You can get them anywhere you want. You go in there and you put that edge in. You see that? Because this is going to move a little bit. And it does. That edge is going to hide that crack and that movement. Now we're cleaning the top of the stone. You get the sponge. I told you got to rinse the sponge out. That's a big deal. Just go along the edge of the stone. And you clean that up just like that. See how that goes? Clean your whole stone with the sponge. Go over it again in about 20 minutes. Go over the whole stone, get all the stuff off of it. Okay, we're cleaning up our joints. The back of the paintbrush. Still a little wet. And then go with the paintbrush like this. Like you looked at my other videos. You gotta go to the other videos and show you a few more secrets. You rinse your sponge out real good and you just sponge it. Get all the excess mint off of it. Like that. Looking for bad spots. Go over it again later on. And then as we go, later on we just get the knife like this. And we cut our black paper out. Okay, we cut the black paper off. Like this. Step is done. Okay, here's what we're doing. We are removing the stone because the salt, they threw salt on it in the winter time. This is that cultured stone, and it actually wearing it away. You can see how it wore the top of the stone right off. We're taking it out. That's the original, you see. That's what the weather does to cultured stone after a while. Or if you throw salt on it. Come over here, and this is for my pattern. I know all the stones got to be that thick. And then I cut the stone with my saw. Too thick, sometimes you just, if it's a certain kind of stone, you can knock the back off, it'll thin it out a little bit. Okay, what we're doing is we're putting our stones in. I cut them all out dry first. Anytime I want something to stick in, it's like a stick-on stone, I wet it first. Then I put this on. I put it directly on the stone. And I push it in. Like that, it sticks. And then what I want to do is make sure my joints are filled in. Doesn't matter if you use a striker or use a rubber glove. The idea is just to get the cement in there. When you get all the cement in, then you want to clean your stones and your joints. Now the idea here is we waited for a while and we know that this is a little harder. So we just take our rubber glove, go over it, a little paintbrush. Then what we do is we get water and a sponge. You wring the sponge out good and get all that cement off the edge. Got to get the cement off the edge. Cement is a time thing. If you're doing concrete work, the whole secret is you got to wait and wait and wait until it's just right where you can get on top of it and finish it. And usually the same goes for stone work. Clean it up as you go. And that's how we do fixing. There's a lot of different kind of stone steps. These we didn't have to take the threads off.